battery failure. My radios are out. And I have my backup radio with me. The problem is somehow the antenna fell off of it. And I won't get very good reception without an antenna. I'm trying to find it at the bottom of the plane. So learning lesson here is that antenna can get lost. I'm not worried, I'm just a little concerned because I need that damn antenna. Without it, I can't make a transponder's off anyway, so I'm gonna have to let the tower. Yeah, let's make it fun. Well, we have a battery failure, or generator failure. I've talked to Oshawa Tower on my backup handheld. And yeah, I'm good for now. See you at the airport. Well, I'm on the ground at the hangar, safe and sound. Had a complete electrical failure mid-flight. I was at about 2,000 feet over Lake Scugog, and then I heard a radio call saying that there was somebody about 2 or 3 miles behind me, which is not far, and then my radio died. That includes my transponder, which takes me off radar coverage. And yeah, so that was a little bit concerning. Didn't panic or anything. I knew I had my backup radio right here, but the problem was the antenna had fallen off of it and it rolled somewhere in the back of the plane, and I had to get that for the radio to work. It comes off very easily. See, just yeah. And then once I had that connected, nobody could hear me. I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. I had to go into the menu system of my radio. Let's see if you can. I don't know if you can see that, but I go to like menu and go through all this crap mid-flight in the middle of an electrical failure to find one setting to change the microphone from the internal microphone to the external microphone. Then I called the Oshawa Tower and I climbed up to 4,500 because I knew there was traffic. They probably wouldn't climb because of the clouds. I found a little opening and I climbed through that. And when I called the tower, I was all of a sudden in clouds. I descended, and as I was doing that, there was traffic in and about the same area, which was a little concerning because I was not on radar. And the other guy was near Port Perry. I was at Port Perry. He was at 3,000 feet. I was descending from 4,500 down to 2,500, so I was somewhere in the 3,000 range. And that was a little concerning. I banked to the left a bit, went over to kind of Camp Adamak. Actually, that's where Monica's Girl Guide camp is, so I was very familiar with that. There's a lot of solar panels in the area. My GPS was fully functioning because that's on ForeFlight. I even have my external camera still on. But the internals of the airplane are dead. Nothing works. I trained for this a little bit in my simulator at home. Basically, it's just you gotta call the tower and let them know what's going on. If my radio hadn't worked, I would have called them on my cell phone. I was getting pretty close to that because I was tired of orbiting over Lake Scugog, and it's quite a high congested area. It's not a lot of traffic today, but there was some, and I was tired of doing that. I just wanted to get on the ground, so I was about to call them on my cell phone, but luckily at the last second I managed to figure it out and called them, got a hold of them, told them the situation, and there was no change to traffic at all. I was not considered an emergency. I didn't declare an emergency. I ran through a checklist. Everything was, there's nothing I could do. I got them on the tower. They cleared me in. It was fine. I landed. I think my biggest issue would have been actually I almost shut down at Enterprise to get gas. I would have had a problem starting back up. So instead of getting gas, I just went straight back over to the hangar here, and we'll get gas later, figure that out. But glad I'm on the ground safe, and that was quite the interesting ordeal. It would have happened to me and not anyone else. Right, Fred? It's time to push the plane in. Not sure if I'm in shock. concerned. Complete electrical system failed. No big deal. The issues I was concerned about before I took off are still more important than this, so we'll see what happens later. But I don't think I'm in shock. I think I'm just, whatever. Shit happens. The engine was still spinning, so that's all I cared about. Once I got the radio working. Yeah, wasn't really concerned. Let's see if I can do this. Check it and see if it's clear. Doors, that should be fine. And the door's open. It's not in the way. Oh, it's a lot harder to do this by myself with holding a phone, but I'm doing it. Okay, let's line up properly here. Pushing it back in. Of course, I had to stop right on the incline. A little steep here. Hold on. Left wing's clear, barely. Wow. Back safe and sound.